Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, since Obamacare implementation began on October the 1st, the President has spent much of his time talking about the malfunctioning website. However, I would remind the President of his own words several weeks ago. Obamacare is more than just a website. The website was supposed to be the easy part, and the more people sign on to it, they will be made aware of the real problems with Obamacare. In fact, when the millions of Americans currently losing their health care plans try to log on to healthcare.com or healthcare.gov, they will be met with drastically increased premiums, skyrocketing out-of-pocket costs, and reduced access to the doctors and the hospitals they know. These problems are in direct contrast to the repeated promises made by the President. My constituents are rightly concerned with these broken promises, and they are regularly contacting me and my office to voice their concerns. For instance, Jillian in Sparta, Tennessee wrote to me, and I quote, "Every year in the past, my health care insurance has increased by small percentages, sometimes 5%, sometimes by 7%. This past week, I received my new premiums for 2014. They increased by 250%. Same plan, same coverage, same insurance company," she said. And Jillian isn't alone. Nearly 3 times as many Americans say they have been hurt rather than helped by the Obamacare, according to a poll. This from a law that the President promised would lower insurance premiums by as much as $2,500. Mr. Speaker, Obamacare is much more than a website. It's an unmitigated disaster. The effects of this law are wreaking havoc on our health care system and exposing the President's broken promises to the Americans across this country. My House Republican colleagues and I have tried repeatedly to protect Americans from this law, but the only way to do so is for Democrats to join us. For instance, the Senate can act right now to pass the Fairness for American Families Act that was passed out of the House this summer. This legislation would give fairness under Obamacare by delaying the law's mandate for people, not just businesses. The President may be all in on his health care law, but that doesn't mean the congressional Democrats need to follow him off of the cliff. As disapproval of Obamacare continues to rise, I ask my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to distance themselves from Obamacare and join us by trying to protect the American people from this law's disastrous effects. Thank you, and I yield back the balance of my time.